And hear personally from one of the world's top doctors turned informant who made this astounding discovery and why he made it his mission to expose the industry and this decades old fat secret. Creating this life changing, fat burning morning gummy and what makes it so different and so special. In his own words, you'll discover exactly why, if you're over the age of 35, it's literally impossible for you to lose weight and keep it off. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's not your fault you can't get slim and healthy. I've been there, and I know how disappointing and depressing it can make you feel to try everything you can and nothing works. If you are feeling skeptical right now, that's okay, and you should be. You've been taken advantage of by big marketing companies pushing supplements and not actual scientific and medically proven solutions. I don't want to waste your time, and so I want to do something very special and exciting. To show you how confident I am in this, at the end of this short video, we will be giving away free bottles to anyone who sticks around and wants to try out these fat-melting gummies for themselves. If you're a man or a woman, if you're 12 pounds overweight or 120 pounds overweight, it makes no difference. We have seen grandparents and parents alike absolutely change their lives and take back their health forever with this morning gummy. Now, you may be wondering, who the heck is this lady and what is she going on about? Well, I don't blame you, and I'd want to know too. My name is Jackie Thomas, and I'm a 46-year-old mom and wife from Charlotte, North Carolina. And just 11 months ago, I was a lot like many of you are now. Frustrated and convinced that I would never be able to lose weight and quite frankly be happy again. It wasn't until one fateful day at the beach with my son that my whole life would take a complete 180 and I would be standing here speaking to you on this video. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Mommy, help me! Mommy, help me! Mommy, help me!
I saw my baby boy screaming for help at the beach as he almost drowned, and me not being able to act quickly enough because I was so fat and out of shape that I passed out while trying to get to him. When I came to, I was completely embarrassed and humiliated, and as soon as I made sure my son was safe, I sat down and just lost it. I couldn't control it and was just sobbing. People were starting to look and move away, but I didn't care. I just couldn't take it anymore. I was tired of being fat. Suddenly, I felt a hand tap me on the shoulder and heard a man's voice. "Excuse me, ma'am." "Please just let me be," I shouted in irritation. "Listen, I can help you," he said. After a couple of seconds, I finally gained some composure and decided to look up and see who this guy was. He introduced himself as Dr. Mike. He seemed very kind and genuine. After a couple minutes of chatting, he explained to me that he was one of the leading researchers on obesity and weight loss in the country. He gave me his card and told me to meet him in his office at 9 a.m. the next morning.
When I first saw Jackie that day, I knew I had to help. You see, I've been in the weight loss and diet industry now for nearly 30 years, and that look that she had on her face that day, well, I've seen it thousands of times before. And what I'm about to reveal to you all right now on this here video could immediately change your life, just like it did for Jackie. So please pay attention and really listen, because this is something that you're not going to hear or be told by your doctor or any other diet expert.
When I first arrived at Dr. Mike's office, I was so nervous I nearly threw up, but I had nothing to lose. I had tried everything to get slim and burn away fat, and nothing ever worked. After about 10 minutes, I was finally called into Dr. Mike's office, and he met me with a big smile on his face and with a look of excitement. I sat down and looked around, and on the wall behind him, I saw pictures hanging up of him with famous athletes and actors and TV personalities.
What you're about to hear now is exactly the same information I shared with Jackie almost 1 year ago. This information is very controversial, and if my true identity ever got out, all of the major weight loss companies and health industry would try to do anything in their power to silence me. You see, there is something actively making us fatter, and it only gets worse the older we get. Something kept secret from the rest of the population that has made it almost impossible for anyone to lose weight and keep it off. Last year, I accidentally stumbled upon some research and studies so groundbreaking and eye opening that I knew I had to do something. It may shock you what you're about to hear next. According to a shocking underground new obesity study carried out in 2020 of 144,000 men and women at least 18 years of age and ranging from 10 pounds overweight to over 100 pounds overweight, one of the largest studies ever of its kind. Researchers found a chain of foreign and poisonous molecules for such weight gain and unhealthiness in every single person without fail. 12 newly discovered foreign molecules in total called POPs, which stands for persistent organic pollutants and pesticides. Now, without getting too scientific here, simply put, these organic pollutants and pesticides, or POPs, are floating around in your body right now, attacking your metabolism and your ability to maintain healthy fat-fighting cells, and are in turn killing your ability to lose weight and get healthy. You see, these poison chemicals were first introduced after the Industrial Revolution to make producing food on a huge scale easier and more affordable. Well, meaning these pesticides have been in our foods for years, even the organic foods you eat. Farmers and food manufacturing plants have been and are contaminating our food with these chemical compounds, and it's absolutely destroying our health, and in particular, our ability to lose weight as well. In fact, this study found out that despite the increased awareness, newfound discoveries in nutritional and behavioral research, and the number of diet foods available, it is predicted that obesity and related chronic disorders like diabetes and heart disease are increasing at alarming rates, and it is estimated that 86% of Americans will be overweight by 2030. And the worst part is, the older you get, the more of these poison compounds you have floating around in your body, and thus making it more difficult to shed away harmful body fat.
What Dr. Mike just explained to you is exactly the same thing he told me, and I couldn't believe it. It made so much sense. So, despite what you've been told or have believed, being skinny and healthy has nothing to do with genetics or hormones or thyroid conditions. It doesn't even have anything to do with the food you eat or the amount of exercise you get. As you just heard from Dr. Mike, it all comes down to these 12 deadly and pervasive foreign chemicals swimming around in your body right now, absolutely wreaking havoc on your body's ability to lose weight and stay healthy. You won't hear about this from your doctor or any other health professional simply because they just don't know what's really going on. This diabolical secret has been one of the weight loss industry and huge diet companies have known about but have refused to tell you. Because their goal is not to help you lose weight. Their goal is to make as much money off you as possible and keep you fat for life. It's no wonder why so many people may have seen temporary results from these programs, but eventually fall right back into being fat and blaming themselves for it. Maybe I'm speaking to you right now. As Dr. Mike continued, I felt so excited because it was all making so much sense. But then it hit me. Since these 12 pollutants and pesticides were in our food and have been in my body for years, I just kept wondering, how the heck do I get rid of them? I asked Dr. Mike in hesitation.
You see, once I discovered these pops were being put into our food and targeting our health, I knew I had to first confirm and then figure out a way to counteract them and fight them. So I went searching and studying ingredient after ingredient, testing compound after compound to see which, if any, could help get rid of these poison chemicals. Now, for the first 6 months, I had no success at all, and every trial test failed miserably. Then one day, after just experimenting with a few different ingredients I had recently read about that had some incredible anti-fat properties, it happened. You see, I stumbled upon a breakthrough and started to focus on a single list of ingredients. That's what I did. Test trial after test trial was showing amazing results. It was a miracle. But like any new discovery, I had to test my theory on a willing participant. Can you guess who that one willing participant was?
Dr. Mike asked me if I would be willing to test out his breakthrough formula, and without hesitation, I told him yes. I had nothing to lose. At first, he put this formula in a veggie capsule to be taken every morning, but I hate taking pills, and studies found that veggie capsules aren't very effective in releasing ingredients into the body. So, Dr. Mike and his team tried a different form for the formula. Next, we tried a liquid formula, like a tea or shake I would drink every morning. But again, Dr. Mike and his team found that drink formulas work a little better than capsules, but are still very ineffective and don't work. We all began to grow very discouraged, and the excitement that I might have finally found something that worked quickly started to bring back old memories of disappointment. Then it happened. Dr. Mike and his team discovered a way that would make his new formula 97% more effective than veggie capsules and 91% more effective than drink formulas. A revolutionary and new, delicious, fat-scorching gummy taken every morning. This was it. They had done it. In my very first week, I lost 8 pounds. I couldn't even believe what was happening. It happened so fast. To monitor my results and to make sure the formula continued to work, I came in twice a month to Dr. Mike's office to weigh in and check my progress. In my first 45 days, I lost a total of 33 pounds, and I was really starting to notice a difference when I looked in the mirror. It felt incredible. For the first time since I couldn't remember, I was starting to get my self-confidence back. And guess what the best part is? I didn't have to give up any of my favorite foods or go to the gym one time. My husband even noticed a difference and couldn't keep his hands off me. I could finally wear those sexy outfits I always dreamed of wearing in front of him, but was too ashamed of how I looked naked to ever try. Not only was I burning away stubborn body fat effortlessly, my energy levels skyrocketed. My bones felt stronger, and I was sleeping better than I ever had. My cholesterol and blood pressure went down as well, and overall, I just felt this renewed sense of health and life in my body. I know this sounds almost too good to be true, but I'm telling you exactly what happened, and it completely changed my life. And guess what? I know it could change yours too. Scientifically and clinically proven to be more powerful than any exercise, diet, or other weight loss supplements on the planet. These gummies tackle the real culprit behind the obesity crisis and take on the 12 deadly POPs and chemicals swimming in our bodies right now. This formula is the only proven formula on the planet to actually flush out and get rid of these poison chemicals, and that is why everyone who has tried it has seen real and lasting results. No more fraudulent diet teas or veggie capsules that sell you a dream but do nothing to address the real problem. It's time for you to actually try something that works and can back it up. And that's why it's my honor and a real blessing to be able to introduce you to Shrink X. Shrink X is a once-a-day delicious apple-flavored gummy taken every morning to effortlessly burn away disgusting, ugly body fat from your hips, thighs, legs, arms, face, and most importantly, your belly. As I mentioned before, not only burning away uncontrolled body fat, but has been scientifically proven to lower cholesterol and blood pressure levels, skyrocket energy levels, help strengthen bones and ease joint pain, promote restful sleep, and even boost brain function. All of those things you just heard by taking a delicious morning gummy once a day. That's it. And did I mention Shrink X is 100% all natural, gluten-free, with absolutely no hormones, GMOs, or additives in it whatsoever. It is full of completely organic ingredients, specifically and carefully designed to flush out the real fat problem. For our first ingredient, we have vitamin B6. And many of you may or may not be familiar with vitamin B6, but vitamin B6 was discovered by Dr. Mike and his team to be one of the only naturally occurring vitamins on the planet to completely eradicate 7 of the 12 POPs, thus allowing your body in turn to scorch away unwanted body fat for good. Not only getting rid of excess fat, but B6 is also very important for normal brain development and for keeping the nervous system and immune system healthy. Next, we have folate or vitamin B9, also very effective in combating the 12 deadly POPs. Vitamin B9 or folate is also very well known for the production of red blood cells and the synthesis of DNA. Folic acid also helps with tissue growth and cell function. I think you're probably starting to get the theme here for our ingredients. Next, we have our remaining 5 supercharged all-natural ingredients, such as vitamin B12, iodine, pomegranate juice powder, beet juice powder, and to top it off, apple cider vinegar. In total, we have 7 fat-melting, power-packed ingredients. All are designed to do one thing, and each carefully measured in exact quantities to attack and eliminate the 12 poison chemicals and pesticides responsible for your bad health. Now you may be thinking, Jackie, I've heard of all of those things. Can't I just go down to GNC or Vitamin Shop right now and pick them up? And I understand why you would think that, but it just wouldn't be the same. Firstly, the ingredients that Dr. Mike and his team are using are sourced from the finest facilities and manufacturers in the world, not even close to the quality you would find in your local health shop. Secondly, and this is where it's important, all of those ingredients by themselves wouldn't do anything to attack the real reason behind your uncontrolled belly fat and bad health. But when combined together in the exact right quantities, in their purest form, it creates the perfect and only known formula for attacking and flushing out the 12 deadly POPs in your body right now, actively making you fatter day by day. Shrink X is unlike anything you've ever heard about or tried before, but I think you're starting to realize that too. Proven to be 97% more powerful than any diet or exercise plan on the planet, with study after study showing not only is it more powerful, but also more effective in keeping the weight off, which is just as important. Nothing like this has ever been attempted in the history of the medical world, and nothing has been scientifically proven to work so quickly and so effectively. Join the 112,600 people who have jumped on the Shrink X movement and have totally transformed not only their health, but their marriages, their happiness, and their lives. You could start today and have access to everything within the next 90 seconds. But real quick, I want you to ask yourself how much something like that would be worth. Something that is scientifically and clinically proven to give you the body of your dreams and restore your happiness. To burn away all your unwanted body fat. To look in the mirror or take your shirt off again and like what you see. To have your significant other look at you with desire again. To have your friends jealous and beg you for your secret. To finally feel healthy again. What would that feel like and look like to you? I want you to spend a couple of seconds here and really imagine that. Now tell me, what would that be worth to you? $10,000? $5,000? Some would say something like that would be priceless. Although I've been advised by friends and family to sell a 30-day supply of Shrinkex for nothing less than $1,000. And even Dr. Mike and his team suggested I should offer a bottle for at least $597. And even though it's already helped over 112,600 women and men who would gladly pay triple that amount after seeing what it did for them. This isn't about money for me and never has been. I know what it feels like to see your health deteriorate and not be able to do anything about it. To try everything under the sun and only feel disappointment as you continue to see no results. To feel like you're wasting all of your money and energy as you become more overweight and more miserable. Trust me, I've been there and it sucks. I don't want that for you, and that doesn't have to be you any longer. I feel so blessed and humbled to have found Dr. Mike and his team and been the first to try this amazing discovery. And all I really want to do is share it with you. The truth is, all I'm trying to do here is just cover my cost and keep this presentation up for as long as I possibly can, so I can help as many people as I can, and the last thing I would want is for the price to be a factor in your decision. Because of the pure quality of this formula, importing costs are going up, and I will soon have no other choice but to charge $199 for a bottle of Shrinkex. But guess what? You don't have to pay that either, because you have been gracious enough to listen through my ramblings and to sit through this presentation. And that shows me that you want the absolute best for yourself. So for a very limited time only, you can get a bottle of Shrinkex for a simple one-time fee of just $59 a bottle. Yes, only $59. But before you order, I must remind you, as you've seen in the studies today and from my own journey, Dr. Mike and his team, who have done countless studies on this formula to see what works the absolute best, recommend you take Shrinkex for at least 60 days to ensure you reach your desired figure and weight. This is because with each passing year, it's only natural you would have a higher concentration of POPs floating around in your body, and thus taking more time for you to fully absorb the formula and allow it enough time to cleanse you completely. And with that being said, for the first time ever since we've introduced the world to Shrinkex, if you stuck it out for this presentation, I told you I would make it worth your while and would be giving out free bottles, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, for a limited time only, I'm going to let you order 2 bottles of Shrinkex for an even more discounted price of $44 per bottle. And if you order 2 bottles today, just to show you how confident I am in this fat-burning formula, I will gift you another bottle absolutely free. That means you would see a huge savings of $453 off the regular price and have a completely free bottle to go along with those savings. And I'm not done yet. I hope you're as excited as I am right now. If you purchase 3 bottles of Shrinkex today, for a limited time only, I will be gifting you an additional 3 bottles 100% free of charge, plus free shipping. So, just to give you an idea of how incredible this discount is, you would be getting each bottle for only $38 and saving a whopping $967 off the regular price, plus an extra 3 bottles absolutely free. Plus, on top of all that, we'll add in free shipping on your entire order. I told you I would make this worth your while. And I can promise you this, we will not be able to offer these prices and bundles for long. Inventory is already dwindling due to demand, and the more people that see this presentation, the more those bundles are going to be scooped up. This is your chance to change your life forever. I can't get this point across to you enough. This insane deal will not be available much longer. So I urge you to claim your supply of ShrinkX now while we still have inventory left, and while we are still able to offer these amazing discounts and free bottles. And yes, your order today is a one-time payment with no auto ship, subscriptions, or hidden charges. You dislike those as much as I do. Make your choice below right now and join the movement of thousands of other women and men who have forever changed their life and health with ShrinkX. Just select your package and click the button to proceed to our safe 256-bit secure order page that looks exactly like this. Then fill in your order information and confirm your order, and we will get your ShrinkX package sent directly to your door right away. And this is important to note. Please keep in mind that ShrinkX is only available on this page. There are a lot of copycats out in this world who want to swindle you, so I want you to remember. If you see ShrinkX being sold anywhere other than this page, our official website, it is completely fake and buy at your own risk. For our own protection, we will never be selling ShrinkX on Amazon, Walmart, or any third-party retailer. If you see ShrinkX on any other website besides our official one here, please report it as fraudulent and know that it is not legit. I've eliminated all middlemen to get you the very best pricing available. This is your only chance to get your hands on this exclusive and revolutionary formula. Look below now and choose ShrinkX. It's time for you to get the body you've always dreamed about and the one you deserve. If you're still feeling skeptical about all of this, I get it. It's a lot to take in. So here's what I'm going to do to prove to you that this formula works and you have absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm going to give you a 60-day risk-free, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. If you don't experience a dramatic change and start to see the fat rapidly melt off of you day by day, if you don't feel overflowing with energy and enthusiasm as your body begins to thrive, or even if you just change your mind for any reason at all, even if you use up the entire bottle and you still want to get your money back, it won't be an issue. All you need to do is contact us at our support email within 60 days, and we will refund you the purchase price right away. You heard that right. We are giving you 2 full months to decide, 2 months to test drive this miracle formula. Does that sound fair to you? The truth is, some people aren't ready to experience these life-changing results, and that's fine if you're one of those people. Please, no hard feelings. Feel free to leave this website right now, and someone else will take your supply. But if you're ready to transform your entire life, then all you have to do is claim your discount and take advantage of this amazing deal and just choose your package below right now. You have nothing to lose. You have a full 2 months to try out ShrinkX completely risk-free. And remember, the only place you can purchase ShrinkX is here on this page. Look below and choose your package now. I'm Jackie Thomas, and thank you so much for listening.